Hey y'all, and welcome to my kitchen. This is David Locke, and this is my blog, Boots and Bow Ties, and I have my follower and friend, Donnell Millwood, with me.
Glad to be here.
And Donnell is a Southern girl.
Yes, sir.
Tell us where you're from.
So, originally from Texas, spent some time in Atlanta, and then now we're here in Anderson.
Wonderful. And Donnell loves to cook, and she follows me on Boots and Bow Ties. Mm-hmm. And this year, for Easter, I've asked all of my followers, some of my followers, to come on and be my guest. And we're going to talk about asparagus today. So, do your children eat asparagus?
They do.
Fantastic. That's great. I can barely get my boys to eat it. But
well, they don't have a choice.
Oh, you force it down
yes.
their throats.
Yes.
That's always good.
Not a choice.
Yeah, not a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you get your asparagus, a little tip is you notice I've got it here in water. Mm-hmm. So asparagus will keep growing. So one of the things you want to do is when you get it home, just cut, about a half an inch of it off, put it in some water, and put it in your refrigerator, and it will stay much fresher. But one of the ways to make sure people eat asparagus is by making hollandaise.
That's
now,
right.
Donnell told me that you have actually made hollandaise from a packet.
From a packet. It was pretty good.
I did not even know they
yes.
made that. But we're going to teach you 2 different ways to make hollandaise today.
Perfect.
And now when you make asparagus, how do you cook it?
I just grill it in a cast iron pan with some EVOO.
Oh, fantastic. So you're extra virgin olive oil.
Yes.
I can tell you're a Rachel Ray fan
yes,
if you know EVOO.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's so many different ways you can grill it. You can blanch it in hot salted water and then shock it in an ice bath. I tend to put it on a half sheet, put a little extra virgin olive oil, a little salt and pepper, and roast it in the oven.
Okay.
For about 20 minutes, and at about 400 degrees, and that really brings out the sweetness, develops the caramelization. But here in just a second, we're going to teach you how to make each one of these. First thing, for hollandaise, you're going to need salt, pepper, 3 eggs,
okay.
And Donnell, you raise your own chickens.
I should have brought you some farm fresh eggs.
I was hoping that I wasn't.
Okay.
But we're gonna have to. We've got to do a blog about your chickens. A little cayenne pepper, and I like to use chipotle pepper instead of cayenne pepper. I feel like it has a little bit smokier heat. Of course, you're going to need butter. This is a Southern recipe.
That's right.
Or a French recipe. And then we're going to teach you how to make my easy Southern hollandaise, which is you need hollandaise and you don't have time to make it, which is Duke's mayonnaise. There is no other mayonnaise.
That's right.
There is no other. If you do not live in the South, order this on Amazon.
No Miracle Whip here.
No, oh, good Lord, no. The worst insult you can give somebody is your mama uses Miracle Whip in the South.
I get it.
So Duke's mayonnaise, a little bit of Grey Poupon, or this is Male, that is coarsely ground. Okay. A little bit of that chipotle, garlic powder, and lemon. So we're going to teach you how to make each one. All right, so Donnell's going to be my assistant here, and we're going to make traditional hollandaise. Now, hollandaise can be very laborious. We were talking about that. You can do it on the stove, and you can whip it, but we are using the food processor because we don't have time for all that. So first thing Donnell's going to do is she's going to put in 3 eggs that I have broken up into the food processor. And then she's going to put the lid on. And then what I've done is I've taken an entire stick of butter and I have melted that until it is bubbling on the stove. And she's going to turn on the food processor, and I'm just going to pour this in a small stream of butter. And then we flip it off.
Okay.
And I'm going to get you to juice that lemon into our hollandaise. Now, I have found so many chefs have different proportions. Some people say 2 sticks of butter and 3 eggs. Some people say 3/4 of a stick of butter, and it just really varies. And the only thing I can tell is it just depends on the consistency that you would want for your hollandaise, whether you like it thin or you like it thick. But essentially, all hollandaise is it's an emulsion of egg, butter, lemon juice, and a little salt and pepper. And then we're going to add in a little bit of that chipotle pepper just for some heat. And I'm going to crack a little bit of fresh cracked pepper. And then I'm going to put in just a little bit of salt. And Miss Donnell is going to pulse this. And then we're just going to check our seasoning. I think that's really good.
I think it is.
It's lemony, maybe just a little more salt.
Sure.
But So we're going to teach you to make Southern Hollandaise. This I came up with. I had about 3 minutes one day to come up with Hollandaise. Didn't have time to make the real stuff, which is so easy. We just showed you that. But what I did was used mayonnaise. We love our mayonnaise in the South. And then we're going to put it in sort of a 3-to-1 ratio of mayonnaise to mustard. And we're going to use our Dijon mustard. And Donnell's going to take a big spoonful of the mayonnaise and put it in a non-reactive bowl.
Now, will you explain to me what that means?
It basically means that it's something that won't react with the acid. So we're going to be using lemon juice, and there even is a little bit of acid in the mayonnaise. And so if you put something that's acidic inside something that's reactive, like silver, if you had a silver serving dish, or aluminum, something, it actually could dissolve a little bit of the metal, and it could dissolve that flavor into what you're cooking. So non-reactive is glass, stainless steel, something that's not going to be dissolved by that acid.
Okay, got it.
So she's put in a 3-to-1 ratio of mayonnaise to mustard. Now we're going to put in just a little bit of chipotle pepper if you like heat. Oh, I put in a lot. Garlic powder. We ain't got time to mince. And then a little bit of salt, sea salt. And then a couple cranks of pepper. And you really can just adjust this to your taste. And of course you want to taste it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to adjust the viscosity by how much lemon we put in. Okay. So I'm going to do a half a lemon. I think that's going to be a plenty. And Donnell's going to whisk that together until there's no lumps. And it's a really pretty sauce. And yeah, that looks perfect. And then you can just simply pour that over your asparagus or your broccoli or any vegetable that you can't get the kids or anyone in your life to eat. Well, Donnell, thanks so much for being with me today.
Thank you, David. I appreciate it.
I enjoy any time I can have one of my followers be in my kitchen. If you haven't already, subscribe to Boots and Bow Ties by going to our website at bootsandbowties.com.